Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, I'm Lex MR2, and this week guys, let me tell you, we have such a busy week. My bucket seats have just gone in ready for Trax, which is on Sunday. I've got a front lip to paint, I've got to do my interior, I've got to put my plate offset and fill in holes in the car. It's a nightmare. I'm just procrastinating everything right now because it's 30 degrees heat and it's too hot. So yeah, I've started prepping and sanding the front lip for my car. It's nearly done with the sanding. It's had some bondant in there as well, so just need to sort that. And yeah, I've got to sort out my interior, got to sort out my floor mats, got to sort out all my lighting. We're getting a separate battery so I can have my halos on, so I need to put those in. So busy, so many things, but yeah, let's get into it. So this is the front lip, the Greddy one, and then we're just going to take this portion of the old front lip off, and then it will bolt onto there. The bolts are pretty seized on this, so I'm not sure how that's going to go, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, so current situation is the bolts under here are not coming off like this one here, so we have got our best friend and pray. Okay, so the bolts have been soaking in WD for a little bit. I finally found my 10mm, so now I'll try to get them off.
This one might have to be a zip tie jobby.
Okay, I had to call in reinforcements because I couldn't do it, and now this has happened. So I'm gonna have fun with that for the next 15 minutes.
There's then another screw. There's loads more screws inside the top here, no?
I have no idea. I don't know.
There's like loads more nuts inside the top here.
I mean, this is just a test fit, so as long as it fits, I'm not overly bothered with what there is on there and how to get it off, because that's not a right now problem. So now I'm just going to crack on with a bit more sanding. So I am using this 400 grit sandpaper. I have bonded a little bit there and all of the underside on here, and then it's the same on the other side. Okay, so I've got this bondant sanded down to pretty much where I want it to be. There are still a few gaps, so I'm just going to go over it with some more bondant, just a very thin layer, but first I'm going to brake clean it off just to get all the dust out. Now is the messy part. Okay, so I've just made a very small amount of filler on the back of here, and now I'm going to just put it on with my finger. So now I've just added a bit more bondant in the spots that need it, and then going to sand the other side. So this is the situation on this end. There is some blue paint on there. I'm not sure where that came from, but I'm not going to question it, just going to sand. Okay, so a lot of this is done now. All of this is all sanded back. The front is all smooth, and then I've just added a little tiny bit more filler on this edge here just because it wasn't feeling quite right, but the top is all nice and ready to be primed. So after about 2 to 3 hours, this whole thing is now bonded, sanded, and all prepped, ready to be primed, ready to be test fitted onto the car, but I can't get this lip off, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that now. Okay, so everything is done now. We are back upstairs. My plate holder should have been delivered, so I need to go find that now. We're taking a break in the cool because it is like 35 degrees out there, guys. It is so hot. Okay, so parcel has arrived. I literally just got off Amazon. I think it was like £6, something like that. So not expensive. I'm just hoping it actually works. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be a bit big or not. I'm not sure. Have I messed up? Okay, so here's the bracket. It actually fits all right on the number plate, but annoyingly the holes are just a little bit too wide for it right now. I have no idea where I want the plate, which side. I think it has to be this side, like there, but I don't want it to cover the fog light too much, so I'm not sure where I want it. I just need to try and fill in these holes, which is going to be really fun. So I'm just trying to find some drill bits to drill through my bumper with, and then I'm getting some new hardware as well, so I can hopefully do like nut and bolt, so it'll be on there a little bit more. But yeah, I haven't found anything that will work so far, so I might have to raid Chris's nice drill bit set. So my plate is gonna go about here, so it's not covering the fog light when I finally get those in, and then I'm gonna get rid of this like middle chunk thing. To be fair, it's already coming out already. I did silicone it once before, but it hasn't held very well. But I do need to get this bottom lip off. I can see it like bending off. I just don't know where. It's like bolted here, I think. I have no idea. I don't know why, but there is a little tiny 8mm down here, and I've lost my 8mm socket, so spanner it is for the next 2 hours. Oh my god. I think spanners are my least favourite tool in the whole world. I just... no. But yeah, this is pretty much all off. I've just got the ones in there now. I gave up and called in backup to come and help me. I got a lot of it off though, so don't say I don't do anything for myself. So there we go. She looks so high up now. Oh no. The other half of the bolt is still in there. I don't know what to do. So we seem to be in a spot of trouble. Let's not tell Chris about this because he will take the piss out of me if he finds out that I've just snapped a bolt. Looking back on this, I'm now thinking this should have been like a front bumper off job, but I am absolutely terrified to take my front bumper off because I don't feel like I'll get it back on. But hindsight is a wonderful thing, and I should have taken it off. I should have taken it off. I love how little wheel arch lining I have left. This is, you know the saying righty tighty lefty loosey? This is lefty tighty now, and I think it's gonna snap, so that's fun. This is the state of the hardware on my car. It's really embarrassing, I know. I will be replacing them, but just bear with me. Okay, if ever in doubt, we get the pry bar out and the Toyota screwdriver. So I'm hoping that these will just unscrew because they are pretty rounded. And yeah, I'm not sure what's happened to them. It's not going well. We have gone 2 for 2 with the second snap bolt of the day. It's easier to snap them off at this point because it's pretty much just off. So there is the other half of that bolt. Good job, it's in this piece and it's coming out. Okay, first one back there is off. I'm really proud of myself because I didn't snap it and I thought it was going to snap. So now this comes down like this and there's like a screw or something. Yeah, you can see it's very rusty. But now there's one here that I don't know how to get to. Okay, so I've just had a look and I think the one that's sitting about here is rounded because it is not catching on to the socket at all. So I'm going to leave that to last and maybe just rip it out. I know that's not the best thing to do, but I don't know what else to do at this point. Chris has had to go back to welding now, so he has left me with this to just try and, I guess, saw off the screw. I don't know. So I sawed for about 20 minutes and it's off now. Now there's just one more to go, which is like around here somewhere. So I guess that'll be another 20 minutes. I'm not sure if you guys can see this on camera, but there is literally no bolt to even grab onto here. So that's why I'm sawing off. I know it's not the correct way to do things, but it is what it is. I have given up with this skirt situation right now. Not sure what we're going to do. So I'm going to fill these holes now in my bumper. So there we go, the front is filled, just waiting for it to set. It will need a couple more layers, but that's fine as a start for now. And then the plate's going to go here, which I still need to do, and I need to take this off, and it's nearly 7 o'clock and I've got no time. So Chris very kindly helped me, and the existing front lip is finally off, and now we're going to have to put it back on with new hardware because I just don't want like my undertray and everything to get ripped off and anything to get dirty under there. So yeah, new hardware time, but first we've got to get out like the bolts that were stuck in there. So like here, not sure what to do about that, and here and here. So yeah, we're gonna have a good drilling sesh getting all this out. Okay, so we are upstairs and we have set up like a little paint booth on the balcony, and now we're gonna prime the splitter. So now that this is all sanded down, I'm just going in with my Chip-X paint kit just to cover up all of this, and then I'll polish up the scratches at a later date. And then when I'm doing that, I'm gonna put my flip plate on here. Okay, it is all painted up right now. I know that's not how you're meant to paint that. So before you come for me in the comments, yes, I know, but we are in a rush right now, because I don't want my car to look bad just on the road in general. Now I'm gonna try and get my plate bracket on under here. I need to get the offset like just right how I want it. So the way I'm gonna be fixing this to the car isn't recommended, but there's also gonna be some self-tappers in there too, but mainly these. Okay, so we're trying to secure the number plate. It's nearly 9 p.m. Front lip still isn't on yet, but plate bracket's on, so that's one thing, and I'm just trying to clean up all the Chipex bits now. Okay, so offside plate is offset, and I think it looks so good. I really like it offset, and then it's the tilt plate as well, so we can tilt it down if we need to, but I'm gonna leave it like that for now. And now is just the bottom lip back on, just so my under tray doesn't come off whilst I'm driving, whilst I'm waiting for the other Greddy lip to get primed and painted. Okay, it is nearly 10 p.m. Plate is on. Bumper, yes, it's there.
Drift stitched on.
Yeah, literally. So you just tighten the last 10 mil now, but you know, it's on there for a couple days, thanks to our best friends right here and right here. I'm going to keep these in my car literally just in case, but it should be fine. And yeah, that is it guys for today. This is the new home for the front lip at the moment. It is all primed on this side. I just need to do the underside, but I'm not majorly worried about that. It's mainly this top side that I need to look good. So this has had 3 coats, and I'm going to sand it back down. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so I am very, very gently wet sanding it with 800 grit wet and dry sandpaper, just to scuff the surface with a bowl of water, but I'm going to do this front and back. I have let the lip to do its thing overnight. I finally sanded it back, and it's just scratched the surface a little bit, so I'm going to clean it all off with brake cleaner, and then I'm going to be using this paint, which is in my paint code, and start spraying it. So guys, it is day 3, 4 of trying to paint this lip, and I obviously need to paint it outside, and it has rained the whole day, and this lip needs to go on today, otherwise I'm not getting on before Trax. So I'm literally panicking right now. The black coat is on, that's all done. I just need to wet sand it back down and then clear coat it, but it will not stop raining. And I've probably got like 4 hours. I need to get this clear coated, sanded, and on my car. So I'm honestly not sure if it's going to make it to Trax with the lip on. But anyway, we push forward and we will start wet sanding. So I've just let this sandpaper soak for about 10 minutes. That's what it's recommended to do. And then just very lightly sand down the black coat. So all the cleaning is done, and now I'm going in with the Halfords Body Shop lacquer. I really like the finish on this one compared to others that I've used. It's affordable enough and in pretty much every Halfords, so easy to get hold of. I don't know how much I'm going to need. So I've got 2 cans, but I have no idea. This is what it looks like lined up against the car. It's so much cleaner than the rest of the car now. But we're going to go on the motorway, so I bet it's going to have like a billion stone chips by the time we actually get to Trax. But yeah, it's fun. Most of the bolts are on. There is 2 or 3 that just have to be zip tied because my bumper is that bent and all the rest of it. So yeah, but I think it looks pretty sick. I think it changes the whole front end, and with the offset plate as well. It's not on perfectly, and most of the bolts are probably going to rattle out on the motorway, but we're bringing this with us just in case. But the zip ties will stay on, hopefully. But yeah, this is the final look, guys. Ignore the rest of the dirty car, but this is the final look of the front end.